Hello everyone, the Trail Guy here, and welcome to session, I believe it's 42. I've lost count already, it's been such a while. But I'm really excited to have an opportunity today to talk to the race director of the Finlayson Arm Fat Ass 25K, 50K, Myke Labelle. And we have an opportunity to talk to him. I'm going to ask him a few questions and we'll go from there. It happened, the race happened in September, this last September, the 13th to be exact. And it's just outside of beautiful Victoria, BC, Canada. Come on in, Myke.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, Myke.
Okay, you
Appreciate
bet.
it.
All right. And first of all, I'd like to congratulate you on putting on a fantastic Fat Ass last month. It was really good. So if you don't mind, if I can ask you a few questions.
Totally, I love it.
Sort of
Yeah.
get the momentum going. Okay, now, first question, Myke. What inspired you to create the Finlayson Arm Fat Ass race?
The kind of the inspiration came from just my own kind of trail running. Really, it started in about January of 2013. I was running around Gal and Todd, and I was thinking this would be a great place for a race. And so I got kind of thinking, and I said, South Vancouver Island doesn't really have, what I would call a really challenging, trail ultra marathon. And so that's kind of where I came up with the idea of, how do we link all these different trail systems with the different parks?
Yes.
And the other big piece was, through social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I got connected with different trail runners, but there wasn't really an event that brought us all together. And that's kind of what I wanted to foster. And that was kind of the big spur for me was, we go to all these races, Rain Shadow running races in Washington and, different North Shore races. I really wanted to bring everybody together on the island, to say like, hey, I'm so-and-so. So that was a big kind of motivating factor for me.
I see. Okay, good. Oh, that sort of answered the second question because I did it, and again, my question was why do we need an ultra-marathon race on the island?
Yeah, and I think it's something that I wanted to showcase the amazingness of the trails around here because
Yes.
We're pretty lucky, we can run 12 months of the year, even when there's snow on the ground, it's pretty amazing to run on those trails when there's even, a good foot on the snow on the ground. But, the views are spectacular, the trails are awesome, you have everything from really runnable terrain to really kind of gnarly technical terrain. That's what I really, really want to showcase to everybody with this type of race.
Yes, okay. Now, or can you highlight the Finlayson Arm race that happened this last September?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this year was amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better day. Volunteer-wise, we had great volunteers. Participants were fantastic, and I got great feedback from people afterwards. It was beautiful sunny days. You ran the 50K.
Yes.
It was clear. It was sunny. Athletes got really treated to some spectacular views. Mount Baker to the east. Some people even said they saw Mount Rainier to kind of the southeast towards Seattle. Beautiful views of the Olympics and all the Salish Sea in one if you go straight. Athletes were treated to a really tough course.
Yes.
25K had 4,000 feet of elevation gain and, a creek crossing where your feet were wet, basically
Yes.
8K into the race. 50K had about 8,000 feet of elevation gain. So it was a tough course,
Yes.
and the finishing times kind of spoke to that. And that's really what I wanted. I wanted a course that was, really made people work for it and really challenged them, and people really had to dig deep. And those are the races that I appreciate the most.
Yes.
So, Shane Roljancic won the men's 25K in 2 hours and 59 minutes.
Great.
So, amazing time for that
Yes.
course. And so to give you a comparison of how difficult this course is, Shane actually holds the record at the Orcas Island 25K in 1:55. So his time was about an hour slower on this course.
Yes.
So it shows you just, the same, part of the world, but just that much more challenging, and the heat played into it and, the technical nature of the course. So I was really happy with that.
Yes.
And, it just shows that we do have some great running here.
Definitely.
And Corinne Litchfield won the women's race in 3:41.
Yes.
And Cam Klassen won the men's 50K in 6 hours and 37 minutes. And Cam's had a pretty good season as well. So it was great to have, some really, elite people. And then we also had some people who were just there to enjoy the trails. And, it really catered to everybody, which is what I really, really wanted.
Yes, good. Oh, yeah, that
Mhm.
was a great one.
Mhm.
Okay, now what is your sort of vision or plans for the race next year, or what has been happening?
Yeah, I've already started working on next year.
Yes.
It's a big project.
Yeah.
Lots of permits to go through. But the agencies I've been working with have all been really great and super supportive. It's just going
Good.
through that kind of bureaucratic stuff.
Yes.
Right now, what's going to happen for next year is we're sticking with the 25K and 50K.
Okay. Yes.
The only expansion we're going to do is have a 1.5 kilometer kids race.
Oh. Okay.
So the kids race is more, it's going to benefit either a local charity or we're going to put that towards helping develop local trails and help trail maintenance in and around the Greater Victoria area.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was kind of was a big thing for me, was to have that kind of group of people getting together, not just once a year, but for other things to help support the trails that we'd love to run on. We're gonna have staggered start time, so
Okay.
this year, as you know, it got hot out there
Yes,
really quick.
it
So
was.
50K is gonna start a little earlier. They're gonna start at 7 a.m.
Okay.
25K is gonna start at 9 a.m.
Mhm.
Basically, the finish line is going to be a similar thing like this year. We're going to have a barbecue with some great food. Hopefully, we can have some beer at the finish line.
Yes.
And hopefully, we get some live music and finisher souvenirs as well. I'm still working on getting some cool finisher stuff for people who managed to complete the task of the
sure.
25K and 50K.
Great.
So the tentative date for next year is Saturday, September 12th.
September 12th. Okay.
And registration opens January 1st on ultrasignup.com.
Oh, good.
The prices haven't been totally set yet. We're still, looking at what we can, best kind of budget and best kind of thing to make sure we're giving the athletes the best possible experience out there. So
Sure.
I don't like cheaping out on aid stations.
Not at all. It was
Yeah.
it was so much fun and so
Mhm.
well organized. That's what I found.
Well,
And we
thank
got
you.
a lot of feedback from everyone. You just did a
Yeah.
great job.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
good. Good.
I loved organizing it. It
Yes.
was a bit of a daunting task when I
Yeah.
first said I'm going to do this, and
Yeah.
it
Well,
kind
you
of.
did it up very good.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Now, ideally, you'll get the permits, make it a sanctioned race.
Mhm.
What's Plan B?
Plan B, if I don't have a course that I like, if I
Yes.
can't get the permits for a course that I like, I'll just do another fat ass race.
Badass. Make it badass.
I would love to do it as a sanctioned race. I think there's a lot of benefit to have that budget, so I can give people quality aid stations and great souvenir things.
Yes.
But for me, trail running is about being out on the course, and it's
Yes.
about being with the mountains and being in the forest. And there was a cougar sighting this year, and nobody
Yes.
complained about the cougar sighting because it was so cool.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of experience I want people to have.
Very
Is
good.
it's not how great is the shirt, or there was the high quality Coke at the aid stations. So that's kind of where I want to go with this kind of event.
Very good. Okay, and one final question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your single biggest challenge you have when it comes to building the trail race?
The single, I think, biggest challenge I have right now is just working through the permits. I
Yes.
think I definitely knew it was going to be challenging. I'm glad I started early,
Yes.
but it is a lot of work. My girlfriend will attest to the fact that I'm at my computer quite a bit, working
Yes.
on getting these permits going. Again, the agencies have been really supportive, which has
Good.
been really awesome. I haven't had anybody give me a straight up no. They've been very supportive and saying, like, here's what we can do. We might not be able to do this, but we can do this. So that's been really great. I have some ideas for the future that I haven't told the agencies about yet, but
Yeah.
definitely I think the 25K and 50K is going to go ahead.
Very good. I'm so excited about it. I think a lot of people who have
Mhm.
been are going to be excited about it.
Mhm.
And if it's sanctioned, boy oh boy, we're going to get our friends from Arkansas to come down even. It'll be a great one, a great experience for everyone. But thank you, Mike, for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Good. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
You bet. Take care. Okay, gang, thanks a lot. It's been a while. So until next time, the Trail Guy. Take care.